Brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lance looking to change it up.
6, mega. Pause red.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Black shot. On the ball.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. To throw is Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The Lance going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Austin. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
At their own 46-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 46. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll go again with Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Ravens at 4-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
You look at this Steeler defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Middle.
One more time with Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost... play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. We're scoreless after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He finds his man Johnson. Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 45-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
3rd and 2, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
At the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run again with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
Anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Give them 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Dobbins is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They had not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together, and they get the score right before the half.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action, Pickett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Pickett trying to get his guys up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson now. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready. Yo. Hey.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 25, here's second down at a yard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, here's Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 16-yard line.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. 9 yards on the play there. Number 7 on first and goal.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Go.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Pickett sets up play action. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on a free kick. And that's a big mistake. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Wait.
Now Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On play action, Lance. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him to incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dobbins running out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And they'll go with a ground attack here. There he goes, left side. He may go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Steelers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Boswell for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
The score, Steelers 24, Ravens 23.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is first and 10. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Here's first down. Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Jackson rolling to his right. This is caught inside the 15. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Throwing now is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's first and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready?
Lance looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Here we go.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down.
Watch out. Watch it. Six.
One final try now for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. This ball intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in